Well, hello, my praise is Shadow the Lion Queen here, and today we're looking at this American horror film called Grace. Now, this one came out in 2009, but of course, it is based on the 2006 short film of the same name. So, basically, the plot is about Michael and Madeline Matheson, who succeed on, you know, conceiving a child for the third time after two unsuccessful attempts to have a child. However, they they consult Madeline's midwife ex-girlfriend Patricia to function in order for a dog's delivery. So one night, when Michael and the unborn baby unfortunately get killed in a car accident, Madeline does not want to begin the induction of labor. So Patricia allows Madeline to carry to term. Although initially stillborn, the baby is miraculously alive. So Madeline names the baby Grace. So basically, um, it happens to be a baby, and apparently it's unfortunate that the baby gets killed, but in all due reality, and I will say, that the fact that after Michael passes away, the doctor tells Madeline that her unborn child is dead, but Madeline is desperate after trying to have a child for years, decides to carry her baby to term anyway. So, yeah, so that's basically the plot for it. And the fact that Grace develops smells that are not healthy, attracts flies, and she also craves some blood. So basically, that's what the plot is on this movie. Now, this movie is an older movie. It came out in 2009, so it's been about um it's about 16 years. So basically the plot of this film is really interesting. I personally really think, that it's a really pretty good film, but I mean, there's just some things that I do need to make my 2 cents in as to regarding this movie, if that makes sense. Now, a lot of people really didn't seem to enjoy the movie very much. So I am going to sit here and say is that, the fact that the baby unfortunately dies, but she returns to life with an appetite for human blood. Now, kind of makes me wonder if this baby ends up being, like a vampire or something. But there's no really explanation as to what happened in that. We don't really get any explanations or anything like that. So that is literally one of the things that it does happen. So I do have to say is that it is one of these films that I really do have to say, I kind of like it, but at the same time I really don't. It's unfortunate that the baby passes, but it's a miracle that the baby comes back to life. Now, with these type of movies, I really just don't like, any violence towards the pregnant woman or her unborn child, or killing off the pregnant woman, killing off the baby. That's those are things that, I do not like when it comes to seeing pregnant women. But I didn't think this film was that bad. It does need, could have been better though, I will say. But definitely wasn't really a terrible film. I mean, it's a really great concept, and I will say, it had a lot of potential on being good, but it's half good and half bad. That's literally one of the best things to describe it as. So, personally, to me, I didn't think this movie was that bad or anything. I just wish that there could have been something, more to it, if that makes total sense. But that's just me. Although this film did have, pretty good possibility of it wanting to be good, but unfortunately, that's not the case. And, it's really unfortunate that sometimes with these movies, you may think, that, it may have a decent plot line and this movie may be decent, but only to find out is that the movie isn't what you thought it was going to be. So that's the unfortunate thing. I mean, I thought this movie was okay. I mean, it's not the best horror movie involving pregnancy, but it's definitely not the worst. I will admit that right now. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess it's safe to say we can go up with our score. And that was Grace. I give this one, I'm going to be nice and give it 6 out of 10 stars. The film seemed like a really good plot. I personally really thought it was enjoyable. And I mean, it seemed interesting and stuff. But the only thing that I do have a problem with is the fact that, the baby unfortunately dies. But the good thing is that it came back to life. But the fact that it's drinking human blood and smells bad and stuff, I'm kind of wondering on what is this baby like a zombie or something or some sort of monster? It's not really explained what Grace is, but the story is but the storyline did have potential to be good. I mean, it seemed all right at first, but then it just don't know for some reason, but it went downhill for me. And that is something that I really just don't understand. Is like, why do you think, certain movies may have a decent plot line, but only for it to go downhill? That I don't know. But anyways, like I'm always gonna say, this is just simply my own personal opinion, and if you disagree with it, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions in regards to these movies. Now, I do know you can find this movie on DVD on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can find it there, or eBay, or whatever sites you can find, movies at. So, but yeah, this movie does need work. That's all it needs to say. And this film could have had so much potential to be good, but unfortunately, that's not the case with this movie. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna sit here and say, what did you guys personally think of this movie? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm Shadow the Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching today's video. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you guys want to go follow me on Blue Sky, follow me on Twitter, follow me on DeviantArt, and follow me on my backup channel known as Mr. Chigo. As a links to those will be in the About page section, so you guys can go follow me on there. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to really say about this movie, but if I'm missing something that I did not talk about, please let me know what it is in the comment section down below, because I really like to hear what you guys have to say about that. So anyways, I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, roll the outro, because I'm out.
What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Miss Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, please stay pretty.